Divine day, divine one. Excuse me, as my voice is still waking up. You're the first one I'm speaking to today. Welcome to your Aries energy reading. This reading is timeless. So if you are a Aries zodiac sign, this is your reading. If you have Aries as another birth chart placement, this is your reading. If you're interested in an Aries person, this is your reading. And a special shout out to all of you who just love to watch every video that I do. Thank you all for the growth on the channel. If you're new here, so glad you finally found us and aligned with us because it was your energy that drew you in. It's always that way. All right. So we're going to be using a few different decks here, but let's see. Aries, what do you have? What do you have, Aries? Okay. Aries, you have a secret. What is your secret? What is your secret? Everybody wants to know. I heard everybody wants to know. What is your secret? Well, what do you, what is your desire here? They're going to have to figure it out their damn self. It's your secret. You're not telling them. You don't, you're like, I fought for this. I'm keeping it to myself. You're like, this is my secret. I don't have to share it with you. I'm not telling you. So what are you doing? Oh, you're listening to your spirit. You're being a teacher as well. You're not going to give it to them, but you might teach them some things, help them find their way. But at the same time, like I said, you're not just going to open the book and say, here it is. Interesting. What you talking about? Cutting ties of self-sabotaging behaviors, cutting ties off of self-sabotaging connections, changing your mind and how powerful it can be to change your mind. Okay. About letting go of unhealthy connections. It's like, listen, sometimes when you get it right, they're going to have to go. Okay. All right. How you feeling? You feeling, oh, yeah, and you're feeling your worth? Okay, so you know that it's time for certain people to be removed. So what you're talking to them about is like, listen, you got to honor your value and your worth. You're going to have to step up to the plate, do what you deserve. If you want to get what you deserve, you're going to have to put yourself in alignment for that. It's like, you can't be in a, you can't be in a millionaire lifestyle with that poverty mindset. You can't be in a matrimonial lifestyle with that player mindset. It's I trust you understood that just well. Okay, what you know is the King of Pentacles. You have stability. You have um, somebody here who is, I heard, tried and true, a person of integrity, somebody who's stable, somebody who's true to you long term. They ain't playing about no games. This person's about the real deal, Holyfield. They ain't playing with their time, their money, their life, their mind. This is what you know. Okay. You know this person is a master of the material world. Okay. Yeah, you listening to the teacher anywhere. So not only are you teaching certain folks about their sabotaging behaviors, but I feel like you're learning as well about important things. You're open to learn, but you're not going to just run around and tell everybody about it. Let me see. What you're going to learn is the Three of Cups. Joy, family, coming together, siblings, friends, friendship. What friendship is all about? Happiness, causes for celebration. You're going to learn why you have plenty to celebrate. The Ten of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. Is the end of destruction, the end of betrayal, the end of wondering about what ifs. Those what ifs are done. Like there's no reason to wonder what if in this situation no more. You know what it is. Okay, so you have somebody that I feel like in a romantic connection, you have somebody who treats you real well. You're not telling everybody about this person is stable, they're loyal. You're not telling everybody all your business. They don't need to know all your business. Let them go out there and figure it out for themselves about their own stuff. They need to not be worried about your business. Is how you feel. And it's like you could have even hung out with these people more before because, you might have more time. But now you got somebody who's dedicated here and you know it. And this person spent a lot of time with you. And so, you're learning who your real friends are in this because, if they're not your real friends, you definitely feel like, I'm not telling them nothing. Okay. You're having somebody here who treats you real well, and it's like you're very aware of that. You might not even be mentioning it, but at some point you're gonna blurt it out like, "Oh my God, I'm so grateful, so lucky to be with you," and stuff like that. Okay, so I see that in romance. Now I see another person here who knows some secrets about this group of people. Yeah, this group is 3 to 5 people, and you know some stuff about the problems that they got going on. You want them to handle that stuff on their own. You'll talk to them, but you really just like, y'all need to handle your own business. You feel like, why are you trying to pull me into this? You're like, is it for somebody? This is your children. Okay. Yeah, see, you're dating somebody. It came out courtship. So the message, it wants to be talked about more. But yeah, for somebody, this is your children. They arguing and you're just like, listen, you guys need to figure it out. That's their money. I'm not telling them what to do with their money. Yes, I'm their mother, but that's their money. They grown. Y'all as siblings, figure it out. Okay. On to this courtship story, because that's what wants to come out. So you have courtship. You have somebody that you're dating. Again, this person, you ain't telling everybody about it. Interesting. This person, it's like you see this person giving you a gift. You would like this person to give you a gift. You want a present. You want a present. Well, I know your birthday season coming up. You want a present. Okay. You're like, in this experience, you're allowing yourself to go somewhere where you've never gone before. So this is a different type of experience. This is somebody who has a different type of connection to you. You feel like this person just stole your heart. Like this person got in the middle of everything you had going on. They stole your heart. You dating somebody. You're telling them they're the only one. I just wanna be your only one, only one. I don't want someone who's for everybody. Yeah. You're telling them that they're the only one. This person is real deal Holyfield. They ain't playing. They come in official. This person knows what they want. They're steady. They're real. Oh boy, don't get yourself caught up. Oh yeah. Okay, so somebody here, they got a secret. They've been entertaining, taking care of somebody on the side because this person isn't doing so well. Okay, this person isn't doing so well. If you take what the one who you're dating, this great official person, listen, I see a third party situation. I ain't even gonna lie. I see a whole third party situation. This is what I see it happening. Boy, I hope this is somebody in your experience, not necessarily you. But this is what I see. You're dating somebody. This person is so sweet. They're so kind. They're so courteous. They're always just doing the right thing. They are the main male. They are an official person, and you're telling them that, right? However, on the side, you giving energy to somebody else. What is this? You're giving energy to somebody else who has got a very ugly, thieving energy. It's like you're taking from Peter to pay Paul. Isn't that what the saying goes? It's like so you're dating this person. This person, let's say this person just, I don't know why, but they're giving you some, in the picture it says money. Okay. And then, but you still entertaining. So they give you some kind of gift, right? You still entertaining this dude over here. This dude gonna steal your whole opportunity. He might steal the gift. Okay. You got an official person right here. This poverty right here and this thief, those two are suspect as heck. So we're going to pull some more cards. But right now, what I'm seeing, what they're showing me right now is there's this person who is watching this, who is got a secret, and their secret is that they're dating this really awesome person who is an official person. They're telling this person that's the main male. However, on the side, they got the little thieving energy. This person ain't got nothing, ain't about nothing. This person is, I heard, spiritually defunct. They're morally depraved. Thank you. Morally depraved. This person ain't got no morality. This person ain't got no spirituality. They're just a little sneaky sucker. They like to be on the side. Watch out for that little sneaky sucker that like to be on the side, because they could steal something of value that you receive from the person, this official person. And if that disappears, you're going to be looking real crazy when the fish, well, where's them new earrings I just gave you? Where's that new necklace I just gave you? Where's the that I gave you? How you going to explain that away? I heard now you going to get, it's a downward spiral, self-sabotaging stuff. Okay, so this could be happening next to you. I hope this is happening next to you, not in your life. I can't see my tribe entertaining this type of thing. Now, they did say, well, what if it was about a job? Could you see it then? Yeah, kind of, because this is what I saw. I just saw something else too. So if you're the one that's doing this is about job, you've been in this situation where you've been trying to get this company back on its feet. It's been a freaking mess. You finally decide, you know what, I can't do this. This company, they don't get it. Like you, I feel like you even might have been in a management type of position over here where you had some sort of influence about the ongoings and the in and outs and stuff like that. And you were trying to get the company into a better state. But here's the thing, that wasn't working. So somebody else noticed all the effort you were doing. You might have spoke to another person who gave you opportunity to try somewhere else. And what you about to go try somewhere else, they're going to snatch you right up out of the hand of these people. Because the fact of the matter is, you're the big moneymaker over here. You're the big moneymaker over here. So you're going to get snatched up out of this position, which is great as far as you're concerned, because look, what I see, that company's going to go down as soon as you leave it. Within 3 to 6 months, that company will be ended once you leave it. Why? Because they're not doing the right thing. They're too busy trying to woo the wrong people and not handling business in a business fashion. They're not standing on business. They're standing on some other junk, like trying to be friends with folks and trying to entertain their friends. Listen, if your friends are really your friends, they will pay you full price and support your business appropriately, because that means they want you to succeed. In this case, there's somebody here who's busy supporting these connections. They do not support the success of their business. That's what I see. Show me more. Show me more. Okay, so with the High Priestess in courtship, we have the burden, we are the world, and the outsider. So this looks like a situation where, again, there's a whole community that's affected. There's a whole community that's affected by this. And they're carrying this burden, trying to get somebody to take them. Somebody carrying a weight of the world, but then not being able to receive any benefits, because when it's benefit time, they get locked outside. Okay. In a relationship, this looks like somebody who is keeping the person. It's like they dating somebody, but they keeping them at arm's length. They're keeping them at bay. They're not letting them all the way in, not letting them all the way into their life in some sort of way, because they're is this because they're dating, they have somebody else in their life, like the child. I was talking about children or friends or whatever. I said they're keeping somebody out because of what they got going on in this dating. Okay, they said stick to the dating, moment to moment, what you want, moment to moment. You just want somebody to happy dappy follow you around, okay? Because there's a lot of competition. So somebody here, you want to take your person out, you want to spend time with them, You just want to make sure that when you do that, there's not these other specific people around. There's certain things you don't want to do, certain people you don't want to bump into or be around, because they want something from you. And it's like in this connection, you've tried, I see that you had tried to help with these people so much, carry the burdens and benefit them, but you always felt left out. So now it's like you have this new opportunity in this relationship. So you're just like, you know what? I don't have to. You guys fend for yourselves. Go ahead and do that, because you know what? I'm over here enjoying this relationship. This is a different experience. I'm just gonna be carefree. I'm not even gonna worry about any of that no more. I'm like taking care of the burden. Let me see what else. I'm not taking care of the burden no more like that, like you was. All right. So with the distant horizons and the Hierophant, it says you're turning in, you're meditating, getting into your consciousness about these struggles, about this stuff that and then there's the 501, there's the 5 of Swords, about these struggles, about the self-sabotage, and you're just like slowing it down. So you're learning. Like I said, somebody's here teaching, taking you to places you've never been, and they teaching lessons about holding on to the past, about trying to be everything to everybody. I heard him leaving yourself for last was the way I heard it, and leaving yourself for last. Okay, somebody's teaching you. So now you're starting to slow it down. You're slowing down. Like I said, now you're actually going moment to moment. You're like, I'm not responsible for carrying all these and doing all that no more. I'm not doing that to myself no more. I quit. I'm out here. I'm on strike. Okay. And you're feeling, yeah, the 5 of Swords and the Thief. You just feel like these people just want you for your money, for your position. And when the politics card comes out, so you got a feeling like these people, they present one way, whoever it is, they present one way, but they sneaky, they up to causing, it cause confusion and stuff like that. And you're just like, I don't even want to be involved in it anymore. Yeah, this feels more like the tribe. Now I'm talking, it feels more like the tribe. And what you talking about? You talking about what your inner voice is saying. Yeah, which is your inner voice is saying, hey, this is my empress, this is my main male, this is my main partnership right here. I'm gonna take my energy away from focusing on all those people that didn't bring nothing but problems in my life. And I'm gonna focus right here on this connection, because your inner voice is telling you this connection, this courtship, it really is very important in your life. You got somebody who is a official person, and I heard myself about to say who's a healer. We have the flowering card. Yeah. And out here and in this situation with this person who's tried and true, who's an official person, who do what they say they're gonna do, who steps in the correct energy, who treats you with respect, never does neglect this person. Under their influence, I feel like you're flowering, you're blossoming under the influence of this person. Yeah, this is what you know, and that's why you're willing to pull back from, whether they're friendships, family ship, whatever it is. And what you're going to learn is it's okay for you to just be. All those things you thought you had to do to take care of everybody else and what it's okay for you to just exist, just be. um It's okay. Yeah. The conditioning is at the bottom of the deck. Devil energy. Yeah, this is because, there was fears like, if I don't do enough, then they won't appreciate me. They won't want me around, blah, 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 blah. So you got yourself caught up in this energy where you're doing, okay, doing, but getting nothing, okay, or actually you were getting a whole lot of stress, a whole lot of drama, a whole lot of, I heard defunct connections, um dysfunctional family, dysfunctional relationships. Like that's what you were getting. That's not really what you want. And rejection is protection and redirection. Yeah, you were confused. How could they reject you when you had put so much time, energy, focus, finances, whatever it was? You just gave so much, and then it's like they would leave you feeling rejected. So you didn't understand why that was, um, how they left you feeling like an outsider, right? then this connection comes in, and it's just like, it helps you forget about the burden of their rejection, of all the people that you did so much for all this time. And all of a sudden somebody shows up, somebody shows up that can see you. And it's crazy because it helps you realize like how confused you were. Yeah, those connections where you're just feeling like, you know what, I gotta get out of here. It's a good thing you did, because you escape in the nick of time. It says it only gets worse from this point. You got to get somewhere else. So this is why you've been feeling that I got to slow down. Can't keep entertaining these self-sabotaging connections and supporting these things that is clearly against me. The fights, the drama, the stress. And it's like, I can just bypass all that. It's like you suddenly realize I don't have to go through the drama, the fight, the stress, the arguments, and in the battles with these people. I could just bypass all that, and you just redirected your energy. Yeah, do the work. Here's the thing though, in this connection, you're gonna have to do the work. With this person, you're gonna do the work, because the triggers in you that made you do what you did with them is still gonna be in you. They're just gonna show up a little bit differently. Is what they want you to know. The triggers are still there. They're yours. They're going to show up a little bit differently, because this connection is not trying to do to you what those other connections was trying to do to you. I am the magic on all time, space, and dimension. Yes, you're the magic. Okay, there's this person who, and it's coming under the main male. This person that you're dating, they know that they are a powerful person, and they want to make sure that you know that you're a powerful person. Okay, and so that's another thing, is you're being fed spiritually in this connection, because somebody who wants you to know your power, who's there supporting you knowing your power, they're very upbuilding. They're very, very upbuilding. So let's see. Very special. You know, this person is very special in your life. This is an official person. This is not a type of person you just gonna meet anywhere, any day. This is like one of those once in a lifetime connections. Somebody who's very special in your life. And it's like, it's true, because you see yourself flowering under their influence, in their, and it's not even under their influence. It's like they're bringing the flowering out of you. It's like they're not bringing it out. They're showing you what was there the whole time, so you can do it. Why? Because they're activating DNA in you. Okay, DNA activation. Yeah, they're activating different DNA in you. And this is the thing, you always had this inferiority complex. Okay, feeling like you're less than, like you're not as important, like you don't matter. That's one of the things that this person is here to hit head on with you, help you overcome it. Hit it head on, like inferior, baby. You ain't inferior to nobody. What you been giving yourself to, these different ideas, these different people, these different connections. You've been trying to support them, this and that and the other. They're gonna let you know, like, that's what's inferior about them, man. That's the only thing inferior around here. The people in their mentality, the way they treated you. You're just doing the right thing. Sometimes you're doing it for the wrong person, but it would be, even in that, it's the right person to show you that you ain't got no business over here doing what you're doing with this one. Okay. Oh lordy. Aries, there's a message that is coming out for you at this time. um if you have any uh questions about what I have on offer, or who I am, you can look in the description box and on the website. But thank you for the growth on the channel. And until next time, sending you so much love and peace and happiness. 감사합니다. Gracias. Later, baby. That's all, folks. And I'm out. Mm. What's coming out at the cards? This is your message. I'm not hashtagging. not really titling. Hello and welcome back to LPHtarot. I've been love, peace, and happiness. Your most important message at this time. Hello and welcome. Hello and welcome back to